Hey everybody, well, I was working on videos, on some of the next videos. Had to step out in my garage and I realized that it's just a mess. Do you ever run into that problem where you're in your garage? Now, I have an older home, so like I think it's 75 or 80 years old. So small garage, old time house. And it's not a newer one like a lot of other people I see, barndominiums, and everybody's got a lot of room to work. I don't have a lot of room to work with in this garage. I mean, heck, the ceiling's almost as tall as I am. So again, I get all this stuff here. It's just bunched up. I have too much, way too much. Overindulgence, I think. And then I got this table here that just, I don't know. I do have an anti-gravity battery that I went to put on the new bike here. And did you know that the new bikes, at least this one, the 1300, it has, obviously got positive, negative for a battery, but it's also got a third wire that goes into the side of the battery. And I come to find out, talking to my BMW dealer, that if you disconnect that and you don't have a place for it on the next one, that the bike won't start, period. So I can't put the anti-gravity battery in there. And if you want to do that, I have to bring the battery, and there's I guess they have something, a bypass for it. So I don't know, but anyways, crazy stuff. But anyway, so anti-gravity battery, I have that in my 1250 GS. But again, I just got crap all over the place. Literally crap. I've got, this thing's gonna be pretty cool. This is a Talon Rider. You guys will see these. Connects to the end of the bike. Some new stuff. Windshield by Puig. Smaller windshield for the GSA to ride off-road. Flying eyes. These are actually pretty good sunglasses here. I paid all for all that stuff. But and then come over here, got the bikes. Everybody's all loaded up here. And then I just got more stuff. I mean, I got tires. I've got extra seats. I've got boxes and boxes of stuff. I don't even want to go back here. I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys, but more tires back in there. More rackless systems. I've got more clothes than you can shake a stick at. It's way too much. It's just way too much. Jerseys, base layers, and then climb in Moscow. So it really, folks, it's out of control. I don't know what else to tell you. A lot of times I don't do the behind the scenes thing or whatever, but I just had to, guys, show you. There's just too much stuff. I mean, look at all this. Look at all the Moscow tank bags. I mean, who, like, I don't know what to do. I'm lost out here. So, anyhow, do you guys have issues with your garage?
He's got issues.
And all the stuff that goes on? I mean, do I wish I had a bigger garage and all that stuff? Absolutely. My fear is that I'd probably add more bikes to it. But, yeah, I guess I gotta... I think I need to do some purging. I don't know about you guys, but...
Purge! Don't purge!
Yeah, so... Anyhow, yeah, I mean, look at all this stuff. I mean, again, I'm back to this table here. I've got connections and hookups. I mean, again, stuff to go on the bikes, more clamps, for video stuff. I got this tool. This is kind of a cool thing here. Check that out. Let me bring it over here in the light. But this is like a 60 tools in one. That's pretty neat. Comes apart. It's got everything you need in it. Nice little tool for... Speaking of tools, what do you guys carry on your bikes? Because I have like little things that I carry. So if I get over here, like I have a knife... I've got a little bit of a, a hand axe. It's got a hammer and stuff in here. I carry a 1 liter always, just in case when I'm on traveling. Again, Nalgene bottle, fill up with water, keeps it kind of cool actually, even when I'm riding pretty in hot spots and stuff like that. And then I keep an extra bag up here. This usually has a couple pairs of, 1 or 2 extra pairs of gloves in here, especially when I'm doing longer hauls and trips. And then it also has pieces parts. So if a buckle or something goes bad on a Moscow thing, or I carry patch kit stuff for the tents, you know, just kind of ancillary miscellaneous items that I carry on there for that type of stuff. But yeah, and then tank bags. I mean, it's just, you know, you got yeah, I got issues. There's just a lot of shit in here. So anyhow, but yeah, you can see I'm actually kind of done buying a bunch of stuff, to be quite honest with you. I've spent enough over the last 4 or 5 years. I think I've got enough in here for maybe 4 or 5 of you out there.
There's enough for you. There's enough for you.
To ride all this stuff. And I rotate it and I use it, but oh my God, it's a pain in the butt to carry all this stuff in the house. So anyhow, but yeah, so look at this. More gear, more stuff. I mean, look at this. These are parts and stuff. Boxes of just OEM stuff from the F900 to the 1250 to the 1300, my Beta. I got issues. 2 sets of hippo hands. Like who needs 2 sets of hippo hands? You need 1. Well, the second one actually has they have the inserts in them for the new 1300, so you can see the blinkers in the handles. But look at this, you got extra seats up here for the 1250. That was all cap stuff. Extra front headlight in case I destroy something. Then cleaning products. I don't know if I necessarily keep everything clean. I usually do that about twice a year, that I lube them up and everything like that. But do you guys have issues with your garage? Again, I'm going to ask that same question. I got issues all the time with my garage, so I don't know. All right, folks, thanks. This is a little tour of kind of what I do here and what goes on in my garage and the craziness. It's a lot. So, all right, folks, we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.